Hey everybody, it is October 11th, 2018. It is 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And, how to say, yeah, it's a Thursday. You want out of the room? Huh? Kitty? I don't know. He was sitting right next to the guitar, and then I picked up the guitar. He kind of budged really quick, and then he went back to licking his invisible balls. But now he's like at the door, and back to licking himself. Alright, we're good. So, door is kind of cracked though, so he can probably wedge himself out. He woke me up this morning by climbing on my face. I didn't know he was in here. Alright, today I am doing this cartoon on the whole study thing, where they're basically killing journalists. And my contention with this is like, of course there's a lot of contention with this, you shouldn't be out killing people. This is really an effed up story. They had been trying to lure this the citizen of the kingdom for a long time. He's a critic, and he had been like trying to, the nation's been trying to lure him back, basically, I guess, so they can shut him up. Whether it was to throw him in prison forever without any questions, or murder him, don't know. But what they did was, he was in Turkey, and they summoned him to the embassy on some paperwork BS that they claimed they needed. So he walked into the embassy, and he never walked out. In the Turkish, it was embassy in Turkey, and Turkey claims that they had killed the guy, and that they even chopped him up, and they had like a hit squad waiting, like with 2 different jets, and they hacked up his body and they flew it out. I don't know what kind of intelligence they have that says that happened, but they probably got a good idea. So I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna shut my door. Do you want out? I swear. Somebody, my door's cracked, and someone was outside my door ruffling a bag. I swear. Wait, you want out? Yeah, sorry. As soon as I start doing the video, somebody has to do the laundry. So they wait, and they wait. Alright. Where was I? There's always something distracting. Alright. I did time-lapse those, right? Okay. So, yeah, that just kind of like threw me off. So, yeah, I'm still kind of thrown off. It's like, where was I? I'm just annoyed. So, yes. So, yeah, this guy, embassy, killed him. The Trump administration, what did they do about this? I mean, today Donald Trump made this statement while Conway was at the White House that, we should look into it, but we have to keep in mind that how much money Saudi Arabia spends on buying, like, defense stuff from us, airplanes and everything. Donald Trump is good buddies with the Saudis. His very first trip out of the country was to Saudi Arabia, and they gave him this lavish praise ceremony. They gave him a big ass sword dance. They threw his image on Titantrons throughout the country. Just celebrated him being Donald Trump. Congratulations on being Donald Trump. So, and Jared is good buddies with the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince is next in line, and he's been doing this purge of anyone who could challenge him, including family members. He arrested a critic of Trump, and Trump actually said that was a good thing. He did a pseudo arrest of a lot of his family members where they were just confined to hotel rooms. It wasn't really prison, but they couldn't go anywhere. They're probably very nice, lavish hotel rooms, but still, can't go anywhere. And so this writer for the Washington Post has been extremely critical of, he's an opinion columnist, and he's been extremely critical of the Saudi regime and of the Crown Prince, Salman bin Mohammed. He's also a really good friend with Jared Kushner. And to the point that he and Jared engaged in phone calls that are kind of like off the record. There's no transcripts of them. There's no prep time between Jared and this foreign contact, and U.S. intelligence is really, really worried about this because it's not normal. It's not how we usually operate. It's not how we're supposed to operate. Representatives, people representing the United States, they're supposed to have a team, and they're supposed to be like coaching and management of exactly how they're in contact with the foreign governments. You know, I look at Michael Flynn. That's what happens. But anyway, what are they to take from this? I mean, we were supposed to be the bastion of freedom, and our number one freedom is a free press. It's in the First Amendment. Journalism is the only profession that is constitutionally protected, really, and except for maybe preachers, because freedom of religion's in there too. But what are other nations supposed to take away from this? Are they supposed to be discouraged at all from killing journalists or throwing them in prison without any trials? I mean, journalists are in trouble every day. They're in danger throughout the country. And they look toward the President of the United States, and he yells fake news with anything that he doesn't like. Doesn't matter if it's real or not. Usually it's always real. And he just calls it fake. And then his sycophants go to rallies and they chant it with him. And they say it's fake. If he says fake news, everybody else says fake news that follows him. A relative of mine accused one of my columns the other day and used the term fake news. But one of the things, other than a bunch of other madness, that stuck out to me was that he used the term fake news. Someone threatened, they copy what Trump says. When someone was threatening to do a mass shooting at the Boston Globe, he used Trump speak. He called him fake news, criticized him for criticizing the president. And other journalists throughout the country are being threatened, and people are signing their death threats with MAGA. He refers to I said I almost did it. He refers to Washington Post as the Amazon Washington Post because Jeff Bezos owns Washington Post. He calls the New York Times a failing New York Times, and you can criticize the press. People have always criticized the press. You can go after outlets, whatever. But he has gone after individuals. He's gone after Jim Acosta. He's screamed at Katie Tur at his rallies to the point that she needed security to walk out of the building. And if you think Trump rallies are full of very, very lovely people, you've obviously never been to a Trump rally, or you're one of them at the Trump rally. So I had fun with this. As I went through, I thought these swords need to be larger. And I went through a few iterations in my head of this idea, which Arlo might be wondering about. So the first thing I did was I put together like the keywords. It's like, okay, fake news, sword dance, Amazon, Washington Post, enemy of the city of Arabian people. That's what Trump is called. The free press, enemy of the American people. And Saudi Arabia could say that about this guy. I mean, the Crown Prince, he right echoes a lot of crap that Trump says. Yeah, for some reason I came across a sword dance. I don't know why. I think you really, really got to be weird to think of the stuff I think. I had these notes written in my note thing. Now I can delete them, get them out of my life. So now I get to move on to the next idea. Unless this one comes back again in a few days. I need a Tums. It's like, it's macaroni and cheese, and for some reason it's torturing me. Alright, we're gonna do some shout outs. Shout outs. Did you see that Kanye thing today? The White House? Yeah. That was like a big garbled word salad. Even Trump looked like he was in pain. Donald, that's like me going into one of your rallies, or watching one of your rallies on TV, or listening to you talk ever on TV. It got to the point that I wanted CNN to stop showing it. It's like, alright, we get the idea, we get the point, this is terrible. The funny thing is, Republicans will scream about Obama putting his feet on the Resolute desk, But they'll have Kanye in there dropping, saying bullshit, you know, in the Oval Office in front of the president. And you're supposed to respect the president, and I understand this is Donald Trump, so that respect's going out the window. Respect was, bye Felicia, you know, it's not there anymore. Also, another thing is Kanye had a cell phone in the Oval Office. And I'm not super knowledgeable in everything in the world, but I'm pretty sure that is a no-no. How in the hell did he get his cell phone in there? You're not supposed to be bringing in recording devices and stuff like that. So, I don't know. No, I haven't heard anyone ask that question yet, but that's the first thing that came up to me. So, alright, we're going to look at some comments now, because this is a long video. This cartoon took 2 hours and 47 minutes, probably longer than it should have. And I started it early, about 10 p.m. last night, and I think I finished about 4. And then I watched a little bit of a movie and I posted about 7. I was like, oh, time goes late. I'm so tired. I gotta do a Costa Rica cartoon soon, so I need to research and find an idea. Alright, Ariel, YouTube did not send her a notification that there was a new video yesterday. So I only have one comment from Ariel. So shame on you, YouTube. Alright, and we're probably gonna have a lot more comments from Ariel on the last video. So, alright. And Robert Coutinho apparently has an issue with red earrings. I don't know what that's about. And he liked the concept for the last one, which was Nikki Haley being laughed at. Sometimes I think when I do stuff like that, even though it was just like last week, people will be like, what are you talking about? What are you referencing? Because everything moves so quick. And even with this, the sword dance was 1.5 years ago. People might be going, sword dance? I don't get the context. I don't get the connection. And I don't think this cartoon is doing super mondo great with the shares. I think... Let's go click it. Click, 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 clickety click. Clickety click, click, click. 64. That's a very poor showing. Now, granted, sometimes Facebook does hurt me, but I'm still going to say that's a poor showing. Look, notifications on Twitter. Oh, you know what? They're always responding to my Kanye. I gotta look at this Perrier bottle. Perrier. Ariel, how do you pronounce Perrier? Perrier. Something about that in Kanye. I gotta research that. See, I told you I don't know everything. Sure Ann. Hey, Sure Ann. Thanks for coming in and speaking to us and leaving a comment. Here's your official Clay Jones shout out. Sure Ann. Thanks you. And I hope you come back. One thing that Sure Ann noticed that is unique about Nikki Haley's appearance is she has really big teeth or veneers, and her thin lips sometimes have trouble closing over them. She also grits her teeth when she's talking, but that's hard to capture through a cartoon. She must have bad TMJ. I don't know what TMJ is, but I have noticed the greeting teeth thing too, and I had put that in cartoons before. I don't know if anyone really noticed it in the cartoon. And to be honest, I totally forgot about it for this one, or else I probably would have done it if I remember that. But sure, and you and I might be the only 2 people in the country who have noticed the greeting teeth thing from Nikki Haley. I haven't really noticed that her teeth are really big, but maybe they are. Maybe the whole grimacing thing just kind of freaked me out too much. It's more like if you took a photo of her mid-sentence, you would think that she's snarling at you when she's probably being quite pleasant, you know. I mean, you can look at the photo, and when she's actually saying, I hope you have a wonderful life and a pleasant day, and all good things come to you. But you look at the photo, you probably think she's saying, die, I'm over there. I don't know. Because she has that expression. Alright. Arlo Roan. Arlo. Says Panama City Beach spring break each week in his calendar, 1991. Really? How young are you? Beach. Spring break, 1991? Jeez. I'm older than you. I went to Panama City in, it might have been 81. Maybe even 82. Either 81 or 82. I remember. My mom and stepdad taking me there for like a weekend. And I had a great time, because I was just a kid. I saw alligators and saw aquariums, got to ride go-karts, and spent all the time in the ocean. And I met this one girl, and I remember I was like 14. And I spent every moment I could hanging out with this girl who was my age. Which meant, of course, I was 14, nothing happened, but I was just like, oh, she's awesome. So who was also on vacation. So I just remember that. And the jellyfish. I remember the jellyfish. When I lived in Biloxi, Mississippi, like 5 months. I thought it was a pretty unique area, the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, because it's not really like the rest of Mississippi. But I found it to be kind of like a cross between New Orleans and Panama City Beach. So, because it just seemed to have all that. One thing I remember about Panama City Beach way back then was all the graphic t-shirts, like airbrush t-shirts, which I'm sure is not a thing anymore there. Anyway, that would just seem to be all over the place. Alright, I also remember the horrible, like the little tiny zoos they had were just horrible to the animals. They just were, I don't even want to talk about what I saw, but it was just so bad that it still haunts me. Alright, thank you for coming by and hanging out and watching me draw a cartoon about something that's not funny. Maybe that's why I only have 64 shares. Leave a comment, click a like, and please subscribe to the channel. So share this on social media and subscribe. Click the red button. Goodbye.